century. And I don't think there's going to be any kind of overconfidence this year as Larkin is going to take on East Aurora, knowing that that's a pretty tough team. Well, the Royals are dressed in their home royal blue jerseys with blue pants, have white numbers and red piping, royal helmets, royal blue helmets with Royals written on that. And East Aurora comes out in their black and white with black pants, white shirts with black numbers, red piping, red helmets. And we're getting ready for football here at Memorial Field. Deep kick formation standing at their 10-yard line. Teddy Johnson is set to kick off. There's a run up the kick. It's an end over end kick coming down to the near side. It hits at the one, goes out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. A real nice kick that he put on the fly down to the 1-yard line. It kicked back and went out of bounds, and a flag flies, and Larkin's going to be penalized on that kickoff, opening kickoff by doing it. I bet a lot of these kids are real excited about doing it again. Well, Teddy Johnson set to run up and kick it again. Larkin and Torres. This time he gets a line drive right down the middle, bounces at the back of his 10. He's to the 15, cuts to the middle of the field, driving.
All right, D, go out there and stuff them.
By Gabe Smith and Williams for the Royals, and East Aurora with a kind mark is going to put them above the 19-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for East Aurora.
Let's make it the 18.
Tomcats will come out with Jay Russell at quarterback behind a 5'11", 205-pound center, Juan Martinez. Instructions and all the calls being given from the bench, and some delay taking place here as Gyra Jefferson trying to figure out who needs to be in the game. And just counting helmets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's the problem is Tom Patterson comes trotting in, and he'll start at an offensive tackle. Richardson goes to one side. They've got split backfield behind the quarterback. Now the two backs shift into formation into an I. Hand off to the second man, cracks through up to the 20-yard line. Tackle that time by Matt Tallman on it for the Royals initially.
75, Matt Tallman, stop for the Royals.
And a gain of really no gain at all as they mark the ball right at the line of scrimmage. So second down, I'll take that back. I give him 2 yards on the carry. Torres with a carry for 2. Here come the Tomcats out of the huddle. Back in an I formation. In motion goes Carlos. Handoff again. Into the backfield.
Way to go.
This time, as coming in real hard was Brian Smith from his linebacker position.
Up by 56 pickle line.
And a big tackle there is they're going to get no gain and a charitable no gain on that.
At the 20.
Reggie McGowan on the carry that time. This time 2 wideouts are sent either way. Cito to the near side, Richardson to the far side. The backs are divided behind the quarterback. Russell calling figures. He's going to roll out to this side. Looking to pull the trigger. Fires it upfield. Incomplete. Intended for Cito about the 35-yard line. The ball skipped down at the 30-yard line. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and 8. And East Aurora is going to have to punt. Punter is Juan Martinez. Dropping back for Larkin and Teddy Johnson. Along with Matt Myers. Myers staying at the 45, Johnson at the Larkin 45. Martinez to punt, if he does, from the 9-yard line. I can't expect that he's going to try to do anything. Low snap, picks it up off the ground. He's looking, he's going to fake it, he's going to throw it over the middle. The ball is incomplete, and a flag is thrown as he threw to Junior Cardona, who would cut over the middle. A real gutsy play, but a flag is down. The pass was incomplete. And if it's going to go against East Aurora. Larkin's going to decline. Illegal man down.
All right, yes.
Incredibly is going to take
Stuff
over.
it down their throats for trying that. Unbelievable.
You heard that comment. Merry Christmas indeed. They're going to
You
start
could see if it was 2 minutes left in the game.
East Aurora territory. So the Larkin Royals get a big drive.
You'll learn a lesson.
Unbelievable.
Now Larkin comes out, and Larkin's going to have split wideouts, but there's a whistle and stops play again. Now they're going to put the ball back to where it should be. They're starting them back where the incomplete pass fell, and they should start this drive at the 20-yard line.
There you
Okay,
go.
it's a first game for everybody. Larkin's going to have first and 10 from the 20-yard line. Joe Castillo, an excellent position now to bring the Royals out. Hands it off in the backfield. Nice gain of about 5 yards. As hitting the hole real quick was Terrance Kennedy, who takes it down in East Aurora territory. Tackle on the far side. Looks like 66 Tom Patterson with the initial hit. Juan Martinez came back. So give him a gain of about 6 yards. And Larkin is in business. Backs are divided behind the quarterback. Kennedy and Webber. Hand off to Webber, trying to turn the car on the far side. He turns.
Go! 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 Yeah! That was fast.
Attempt the extra point. That's going to be tried by Matt Allison. There's the ball down. The kick is up. The kick is good. And
all right. I can't believe they risked us getting it in that spot, can you?
Yeah, fake punt. I guess they thought it would change the momentum of the game if they succeeded.
We have Alan Laughlin deep, who had the first kickoff return. And that's going to be a deep kick to Laughlin back at the 5-yard line. He's up to the 10, trying to cross the middle. He's close to the 20. Up to the 22-yard line before he's brought down in the middle of the field. East Aurora will start first and 10 at their own 22-yard line. And see if they can have any better luck on their second drive. That first drive, I think that's going to be subject to a lot of controversy. Why do you go for it on 4th and 8, deep in your own territory, and call a play like that without making sure all the ducks are numbered?
I'll never forget that.
Well, Russell brings everybody out.
Just so human.
The back shift out of the eye. Calling signals. Bobbles the snap. He's going to carry it himself. He's going to try to take it around the far side. Falls up, and maybe he's got a yard or two. Ken Scott moving up quickly to make the tackle. And Russell's going to gain 3 yards on the carry. Give him 4 maybe, as he realized that he couldn't do it on that far side because he was in a lot of trouble as he bobbled the snap and then really had no one deep to go to. Reggie McGowan was set to do it and tried to give him a lead block as he came around to the far side. Now McGowan sits back in the backfield along with Laughlin. There's the snap. Hand off to McGowan. Cracks the middle.
All right.
Drives forward a couple of yards, but he's hit by Justin Pryor, Lucas Payne, and Eric Michelon on the hit for Larkin. Give him a gain of a couple. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long 4.
3rd and 4 at the 28.
formation. Russell looking over the defense. There's a snap. Takes it, play action, throws it over the middle, fires it incomplete. Had two receivers. He had Richardson at the 45, and he had Tony Miller, a 6-foot senior, down another 5 yards from there, but the ball flew down between the two of them. That's going to bring up 4th down. And will he go for it again? I can't imagine that he would. Deep punt formation. Martinez is in deep punt formation, standing back at his 15-yard line. Kennedy, it's a low kick. It's going to bounce. Bounces right at the Larkin 45. Picked up on the bounce by Kennedy. Tries to bring it up to midfield, and he didn't quite get to midfield before he snowed under by about 3 white jerseys, leading the attack. Nate Nagy for East Aurora, and Larkin will start on their second drive at their own 49-yard line. Again, not bad field position for Larkin from their own 49-yard line, because things could be a whole lot worse as the young quarterback is able to get some experience here. That's Joel Castillo. He sends Teddy Johnson to the near side. Bartlett's to the far side, flanked. Backs break out of an eye. Castillo hands off deep man Kennedy. Kennedy turns the corner on the right side, got yardage, driven toward the out-of-bounds line. He crosses into Tomcat territory, takes it down across the 45-yard line, inside the 45-yard line. Give him a gain of about 6 on the carry as he had a nice turn on the far side. Good blocking again on that right side of the line. Let's give credit to that right side, because you've got Tom Sullivan is the center, Mike Corcoran, a 5'11", 220-pound senior, or junior, Dennis Peralewski, a 6'7" senior. They come back again, second down. Crack the left side, and Webber with a carry, and I'll tell you, a lot of people were waiting for him that time as he hit that. There simply was no hole. The last guy to get up from that was Tom Patterson, a 5'10", 220-pound junior for the Tomcats, as Webber is held for no gain, maybe even a loss of 1. He's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5, perhaps one of the first almost passing situations for Joe Castillo. Brings the team up. He's got twin wideouts. The backs are divided behind him. Back to pass. Looking left, throwing left. He's looking for Teddy Johnson.
All right. Good pass play.
On this very first one, and give him a huge gain as Larkin is able to pick up a 1st down. 24-yard gain on that one. Teddy Kennedy with the big reception as he went up among crowd. This time, wideouts on this side. We have Bartlett in the slot. Back, handing off deep to Webber.
Go! 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 Yeah! God, he was all alone.
Team shifts into the traditional man. There's a snap. The ball's down, a little shaky in the hold, but Allison throws it. After this 30-second break. Hey, sports fans, remember this number, 888-GLAS. That's right, 888-GLAS. For the folks with the best stats in the business. Hertz Glass and Mirror. Hertz Glass and Mirror is your residential, commercial, and automotive glass specialist, and proud sponsors of all the sports action right here on the Voice of Champions. Visit Hertz today at 737 West Chicago Street in Elgin, or phone 888-GLAS. Kennedy is getting set to kick off. There's the run-up and the kick. End over end kick, a shorter one coming to Torres at the 15-yard line. Waits for his blockers up to the 20. Maybe falls forward to the 25, where he's rained under by a sea of blue. And Tomcats will officially start just inside their own 25-yard line. to their third possession of the game, and so far their possessions have not really yielded them a first down. We'll officially mark it at the 25-yard line. 5:43 on a running clock in the first quarter. Larkin on top, 14-0. Russell brings the team out. Cecita comes to the near side. Richardson to the far side. Torres and McGowan in the backfield. Handoff to McGowan. McGowan met by the interior of the Larkin line. Mickelong along with Lucas Payne. Let's see who else gets in on the hit on that. Jamie Luke beat him for no gain. So really the running attack has not been able to get going for East Aurora as they keep tracking that right side. Here come the Tomcats again. Russell looks over the defense. This time he puts a man in the slot. That's Cecita on the far side. Back, deep handoff goes to Laughlin, trying to turn the near corner. Right by Kenny who submarined him. And the tackle was finished by Lucas Payne. And again, East Aurora having a heck of a time getting that offense going in terms of the running game. It just doesn't seem to be there. Give him a gain maybe of 2 yards, or 1 yard maybe, not 2 yards I suppose. Brings up a 3rd and 8. Again, a passing situation. This time wideouts to either side, tight end to the far side. Russell calling signals, back to pass. He's going to roll to his left side. Looking, pulls the trigger, sidearm, completes it.
All right.
The flag is down. The Tomcat is tackled about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And that was Junior Cordono who came out of the backfield, and a penalty is going to be called against East Aurora, which Larkin well may decline. Because if they do, they'll lose. The Tomcats will have not only lost yardage, but it'll be 4th down. Holding is going to be declined against East Aurora. So it's going to bring out 4th and charitably completed. We give them a completion, but for no yardage. So it's going to bring on 4th down and 8. Now East Aurora has already shown that doesn't mean that they're going to punt, but I think they better. Martinez is in deep punt formation. This time only one Royal goes back deep. Standing at his own 42-yard line. There's a high snap, a little Larkin pressure. And the kick, I think, was partially blocked. It's going to be fielded. It's not going to be fielded. It's going to roll dead at the East Aurora 48-yard line. That was a high snap.
Good field position. Let's wrap this up early.
I don't know where Martinez is going to kick the ball. Now, I don't know if it actually kicked off of him or not, but he had to drive a low kick that came about 6 feet off the ground. Bartlett goes to the far side. Kennedy comes to the near side. Backs are divided behind the quarterback. There's the pitch. Comes back to Kennedy. Evades one tackle on the left side. Drives. Across the 45 down to the 42-yard line before he's tackled by Junior Cordona, a 5'9" senior, but give him a gain of 4 yards. Terry Kennedy now with 3 carries. 16 yards for Kennedy. The ball at the 44-yard line of East Aurora. New wide out for Larkin. It's Prince Simpson. Goes wide to the far side. He's been alternating with Chad Bartlett. Kennedy to the near side. There's a snap, a trap handoff to Vince Webber. Fighting for yardage. Driving his legs all the way down to about the 41-yard line. Nice drive by Vince Webber, as there was really no hole initially for him to hit. And he kept driving right through Cheeto Corral. A 5'11" senior drove him back to the 41-yard line. So give him a gain of about 3 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. Kennedy goes to the wide side. 2 tight ends, a full house in the backfield. As Brian Smith comes in for his first tour of duty. There's a snap, the handoff to Webber, hitting the backfield. Fumbles the ball. it's loose, and I think the Tomcats have it. Webber never quite got going, and sure enough, the ball was recovered by East Aurora as the last guy off the ground is Larkin, was able to pick up the ball.
50 Corral recovers the fumble.
So that's the first turnover.
Tomcats begin first and 10 at their own 45.
By East Aurora, by Larkin, and that's recovered by East Aurora as they avert another disaster. This time they'll take the ball in their best field position of the night at their own 45-yard line. .142 on a running clock left in the first quarter. Larkin on top, 14-0. Russell back to pass, a lot of protection. He's got 3 receivers deep. He's throwing out to the far side, incomplete. Looking for Cecito on the near side. Cecito was well covered as he came across to the near side by Casey Buckstall, only a sophomore who had the real inside beat on him. Matt Myers was also over there for the protection. So Russell comes up empty, out wide to the far side. Cecito wide to the near side. They've got a tight end. Backs are divided behind the quarterback. Hand up to near side to Larkin, trying to turn the corner. He's got a little bit of a convoy, takes it up to the midfield line before he's hit hard by the Royals. Leading the charge was Matt Myers, who's the first one to hit him, along with Brian Smith.
Come on, Larkin,
Getting the gain of about 5 yards. As Laughlin on his third carry of the game has got 9 yards. It brings up a 3rd and 5 for East Aurora. Ball just nosing into Larkin territory, as a matter of fact. I suppose under official NFL rules, that's the 49. Wideouts to either side. Backs break out of the eye. Back to pass, rolling to the far side is Russell. He's going to keep it. He's under a...
Yeah, Larkin, good defense.
Close stop, but blocking, it takes him all the way back to the 45-yard line, back to where this drive initially started, so it's going to bring up 4th and 10. East Aurora that time as Russell tried to try a rollout to the far side, but that time little knowing that Brian Smith had just broken through on a blitz, came right through. So Martinez will punt. Deep formation are Meyer and Kennedy for the Royals. This time Kennedy standing back inside his own 25-yard line. There's a good snap. He's going to get the kick away. End over end kick. Kennedy fields it at his own 23. Trying to cut to the midfield line near side. Point this time will be Matt Allison. We'll check that. Let's see if they're going to shift. They're going to shift out of the normal situation. Yes, they do. They try a on-set line and they shift back into the regular kicking formation. Matt Allison to attempt to do PAT. There's a snap. The ball down by Kennedy. The kick driven up and in.
All right.
For the 3rd time tonight, a 77-yard
I knew this East Aurora team was too good when their coach said, well, I hope we can win about 3 games this year.
Yeah, I read that.
And one course doesn't cost an arm and a leg. Best of all, you can put the skills you learned at ECC to work right away. 697-1000 extension 2503 for your free new student packet. And take the next step today at Edge Community College. Phone 697-1000 extension 2503. John Walters back at Memorial Field, this time joined by Nick and Eddie Brad. To monitor what's going on. And glad to have them all with us here. And want to jump in on this. Just to say hello, John, and welcome back to high school sports. It's delightful to have you broadcasting high school football and basketball for WRFN again. Nice to see this game, and the field's in good condition. Memorial Field had some questionable times. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. Looks good. It looks dry, but I think it's going to make it. And just pray that nobody has a game on a heavy rainstorm. Kennedy to kick off. It's a high end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded by Torres. He comes into Larkin at the 15-yard line up to the 50 to the 20, and struggling to get up to the 25, won't do it as he's met by a number of Royals here. Miquelon in on the hit that time as East Aurora now on their fifth possession of the game. Will start this time at their own 25-yard line. John, we saw Larkin there. Elgin get beat pretty bad by St. Charles. The Saints look like a tough squad this year. Well, everybody talks about just how tough this St. Charles team could be. This junior class has not lost a game since they've been in 8th grade. So Tyler Evans and his running attack, Cahoon, and when he gets healthy, David Palmer. I mean, they've got a real ability to really do some things with the ball, but you can't give up on Wabansi or even Larkin. And back to this side, we got Junior Cordona gets the handoff, hit hard of Brian Smith, the first to make the stop, and it looks like, along with him, Matt Pond, give him a gain of about 3 yards on the carry. That's only his first positive gain of the year. It's going to be a tough year for East Aurora, as you can see already. Ira Jefferson wanted to come out and try to get a couple wins this year. Well, the first one doesn't appear as though it's going to happen tonight. And the conference, I think, is going to boil down to about 4 or 5 teams. It's going to be interesting to see how good Elgin can come back after the shellacking yesterday against St. Charles. But I expect the Maroons might be in the hunt. West Aurora to be in the hunt. Wabansi, too. Russell.
Oh, all right.
That was a mix-up.
No kidding.
As he hands it to Laughlin. Laughlin is immediately hit as soon as he took the ball and loses 2 on the carry. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for East Aurora. Not a situation that the junior or the senior quarterback wants to be put in. Jay Russell has not looked good in his passing attempts. He's 1 out of 3, and really that one was for no yardage. This time he sends Laughlin wide to the near side and Richardson wide to the far side. Backs are divided behind him. He's got McGowan and Torres in the backfield. Back to pass, straight drop back. Looking, going to the far side and bounces it in. One bounce and it hit Kenny Scott. Check out Andy Myers, Matt Myers, and it bounces short, incomplete. So he's 1 out of 4, and it brings up a 4th down situation. And again, East Aurora is going to have to punt.
Quarterback really had some time that time. The pocket held out the line. There was some pressure late, but he apparently had plenty of time to pick his man. They got a little scared by a defender rushing into the last second.
I think that time Larkin's coverage, you call that more of a coverage kind of play, because had he been able to throw the ball, I think he might have had a positive situation, but he simply didn't get the yardage. Now somebody's heart's got to be racing as they look back and see Kennedy deep, or check that, see Larkin deep on the kickoff. There's the punt. It's going to be taken on the bounce by Teddy Johnson on the far side, and he's hit and corralled down as he got up to maybe the East Aurora 40. He was hit hard on the far side by Juan Cecito, who made sure he got his guy.
And despite the good open field tackle, the Larkin Royals will start with excellent field position for another possession.
Vickers, they have not been challenged yet in terms of what's going on in terms of yardage. And I think when you look at that, that's just a wonderful situation. Teddy Johnson with a 77-yard punt return, and now the Royals just putting together 2 finishing drives of short duration. This will be their longest attempted drive. They're going to start out at their own 41-yard line. And that is their worst field position of the game so far. Kids going both ways to see just how good the 2-a-days, really worked and how hard the kids really worked in the off-season. Montanai, Castillo rolling to this side. He's going to follow the ball under a little pressure, bounces it in and out of the hands of Eric Byer. Byer's immediately they brought down to the ground. It's still holding on to him. Was the secondary that time. That would have been a nice completion if Byron would have picked that up. That would have been his first reception as a varsity tight end, but he was corralled by Al Laughlin and brought down to the ground for no gain.
Perhaps a bit of the classic looking upfield before he really caught the ball. Nice play by the quarterback, really. He's got some pressure and still got a good pass away.
And Joel Castillo so far is showing that he can handle the pressure. Now he directs the running backs. He's got Kennedy and Webber in the backfield. Takes it up, hands off to Webber, drops the ball, picks it up.
Both directions.
Holy cow.
He scored every time he had the ball, and they haven't got a first down yet.
Great mismatch. Larkin almost running.
They're just blowing them away.
A nice opportunity for them.
Teams on a schedule like this one.
To perhaps work on a few things. They can almost make this an extended part of their practice season. Well, I think that's exactly what it's going to be coming real soon here as Larkin's going to attempt the
Drop the ball, pick up his own fumble, run away.
It's getting action tonight, and it's going to help everybody, and everybody's going to be kind of rested. You're going to minimize injuries. There's a kick by Allison, and it is good, and Larkin takes a 28-0 lead over East Aurora. We still have 9:22 left to go in the first quarter, and I'll tell you, the chance on this side already are going to start taking numbers to see what the last digit adds up to or something like that to put a little interest into this one. And you might see some fans leaving early tonight, and got one broadcast leaving early. John, it's been an absolute delight to chat with you. Got a lot of poise. He looks very confident out on the field.
Smart kid, and I think that helps a long way. Well, Teddy Johnson with the deep kick goes to Laughlin at his own 12-yard line. Tries to break through a hole right through the middle of the field, still on his feet. Finally corralled at the 30-yard line as we bid a fond farewell to Brad and the young son, Nick, and have a good time. It was nice to see both you guys up here. And, have a good time there. Boy, you're going to get a little ponytail out of that, huh? Dad's being very nice to let you have that. 28-0, Larkin on top of East Aurora, and the truth be known, we were talking high school basketball up here before during the sophomore game. So is it ever too early to talk high school basketball? I don't think so. East Aurora breaks out of the huddle. This time wide out set to either side. Oscar Carlos comes to the near side as a new man back there. Russell still in at quarterback. Laughlin and Torres in the backfield. Back to pass goes Russell. Firing upfield, in and out of the hands of Al Laughlin. As Russell has just not been able to get the passing game going. He's 1 out of 5 for no yardage. That stops the clock with 8:41 left to go in the second quarter. Larkin on top, 28-0. John Walters here at Memorial Field. Glad you're with us tonight. Just hope you don't start turning this one off to see what's happening in the college games because you think this one is a lock. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting things that are going to happen in this one tonight before all is said and done. The backs are in an eye. Deep handoff goes the second man through. Cracks in, crosses the 30, and no more, maybe up to the 31-32. At that time, strong tackling, Brian Smith, along with Luzinski, and it looks like Byer in on the stop. And give a gain of maybe 2 to Torres. 4 yards and a couple carries. Bringing up 3rd down and 8. Big hole that Russell put himself in when throwing on 1st down, coming up empty. This time he sends a wide receiver to the far side and one to the near side. The backs are divided behind him. In motion comes the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's a handoff.
All right. Come on. Recover it.
What they're going to say that he was down before he fumbled, but not buying any of this. For Larkin was Michelon, who just broke right into the defensive backfield of Cordona. loses everything that they had gained. Matter of fact, he lost another yard on top of the 2 that they had gotten before. That play was doomed from its initial start as Russell went back on a delayed handoff. Nicolon did not buy it. It's going to bring up 4th and 10. A charitable 10 because I think they could have actually put him back another yard or 2. Teddy Johnson is deep at his own 35-yard line this time, awaiting the kick from Juan Martinez. Calling the signals. There's the snap. It's a rush by Larkin. Not much of one. A low kick. It's going to bounce at the 40th midfield. Picked up on the bounce by Johnson. Heading right down his own bench. Crosses midfield. Heads out of bounds. Just inside of East Aurora territory down to the 49-yard line. So Larkin will take over 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. And again, from the East Aurora 49. And again, Larkin's field position has been like this throughout the game. First possession was at the East Aurora 20, the second at the Larkin 49, the third at the East Aurora 48, the fourth at the Larkin 41, this one at the East Aurora 49. Not bad field position at all for Larkin tonight. And because of that, they've been in real good shape. And it's reflected on the score. 28 goes wide to the far side. Sullivan is over center. Back, deep hand up like a steal. Goes to Kennedy. Cracks right across the right guard. Laid down by McGowan, but not until he crosses the 45 of East Aurora all the way down to about the 46-yard line. So give him a gain of about 6 yards on the carry. As Terrance Kennedy, his 4th carry of the game, unofficially 24 yards, having a nice game so far. Brings up a 2nd down and about 4 yards. Going wide for the Royals to the far side is Simpson. Johnson to the near side. Castillo looks over the defense. There's the snap. Deep pitch to Kennedy. He's got a big hole.
Go! Yeah!
As he cracks inside the 35-yard line. Tackled on the far side by Isaac Richardson making the stop, one of the many Tomcats that are going both ways. Give him a gain of 10 on the carry. So Kennedy having a good game. This time the Royals come out with wideouts to either side, the backs in an eye. There's a snap. Hand off to the first man through it. Webber, and he gets a couple yards, but he pays for it. As McGowan is the first Tomcat to hit him, along with Cardona, in the gain of about 3 on the carry.
See how muggy the air is by just looking at the stadium.
Carry of the night. Brian Smith, you'll hear talk about as he trots out of the game now. Coming in with the play was Vince Webber, who replaces Smith.
No breeze at all.
Webber and Kennedy in the backfield. Simpson to the far side, Johnson to the near side. Good protection by this Royal line, good holds by this Royal line. Castillo pitches it back to Kennedy, turning the corner. Hit right as he turns the corner. Nice tackle that time by the Tomcats as Darren Johnson, making his first stint in the game tonight, is able to tackle him about the East Aurora 30-yard line. So gain of maybe 1 on the carry. Bring up 3rd and a long 7.
3rd and 7.
Simpson goes wide to the far side. Kennedy wide to the near side, or Johnson wide to the near side. Webber and Kennedy split in the backfield. Castillo pitch back to Terrance Kennedy. He wants to turn the far corner. Gets a good block on the far side. He's struggling for that first down yardage. I don't think he got it as he falls forward. Hit by McGowan, first and Howard for East Aurora. They're going to mark it just inside the 25-yard line, which is going to bring up 4th and 1. So about a gain of 6 on the carry. Puts Larkin in their first real game situation where they need that for their yardage. An official timeout is being taken Myers sits to the near side. Wideouts to either side. Full house backfield. There's the pitch. Goes to Webber. He's trying the right side. He's got
Go, yeah!
right down at about the 11-yard line. As making a touchdown-saving tackle was Isaac Richardson. That time Webber just burst into the backfield and made things happen. Larkin's going to have the ball 1st and 10 just outside the 10-yard line, so they can get a first down at about the 3-inch line, if you would. So Webber give him a gain of about 10 yards on the carry. Sends Simpson wide to the near side. Power backfield. There's the stop. Pitch back to Kennedy. Try on the left side. As a block. Turns it upfield.
Yeah! All right! Way to play!
Once again, the Larkin Royals are able to carry it down the field pretty much all on the strength of a running attack. And Terrance Kennedy cashes in for the last 11 yards for the touchdown. And Larkin is just unstoppable tonight. I'll tell you, all the teams that are out here scouting, because this is the only Upstate 8 team that's in action. These are the only Upstate 8 teams in action tonight. And all the scouts are here, and they're seeing more than what they want to see out of the Larkin Royals. There's an injured Royal that get a little bit of time off. Larkin in the offset, if you would. They try to reset East Aurora, and they do reset into a kicking formation. Allison to attempt the PAT. Out of the hold of Teddy Johnson. The ball's down. The kick is up. It's good. And Larkin takes a 35 lead over East Aurora. There's still 2:33 left to play in the first quarter. He's looking over their twin setbacks, Laughlin and Torres for East Aurora. There's the kick. It's a driving kick going toward the far sidelines. It bounces. Still in. Is it in play or no? It bounces out inside the 10 at about the 8. So Larkin will. Let's see if they'll re-kick it. Let's see if that's an option East Aurora has. Flag is thrown on the far side. Johnson to go out of bounds. Not bad field position for East Aurora. See if they can put anything together. They send Cecito wide to the far side. Richardson's wide to the near side. Russell is a tight end on the far side. In motion comes Cecito to the near side. There's the snap. Pitch back, goes to Cordon, turns it upfield. He's got a little bit of running. He's got the first down and more all the way up to the 49-yard line. A nice run that time by Junior Cordona as he was able to turn the corner. And he's got a very punishing tackle as he got up to the 49-yard line.
Dan Garcia on the stop for the Royals.
All right.
That's a 14-yard carry for Cardona. But let's check a flag that's thrown that's way back at the line of scrimmage. And this may be the reason why he got that. It's right in what would be holding territory. And the Royals are going to accept the penalty. 10 yards marked off. Nope, 15 yards marked off. A clip. So wipe out the carry for Cardona. And that puts them in a deeper hole. Now they're back at their own 15-yard line. Starting out at the 35, they had a nice carry that time. The 14-yard carry negated by the penalty on the clip. And that is part of the reason why Cardona was able to scamper free. Backs are divided behind Russell. In a deep hole. He's got Cecita in motion. Back to pass. He's rolling to the far side. He's going to throw or he's going to keep it. He launches the ball deep. It's intercepted or not. Knocked down as the best shot that time was Casey Klexdahl for the ball. The sophomore was back, and he was the first one that was able to turn around at about the East Aurora 44, and he had the ball in his hand, but couldn't come down with it.
Second and 30 from the 15.
So Russell
Russell pulls up empty on his, out of 6 attempts, he's completed 1 for no yardage. And Larkin doesn't look like they're ready to cash in and give him anything free. Coming near to the near side is Nate Nagy. And Sacita is wide to the far side. Backs in an eye behind the quarterback, Laughlin and McGowan. There's the snap. Handoff to McGowan, trying the far side. Tries to turn the corner.
Right.
No success as he tried to turn the corner. Simply following him every step of the way was Matt Myers. And let's see if they really move the sticks up much at all. From the 15, they're going to give him a couple yards for sure because he's able to get a little bit of a turn. They're going to give him 3 yards on the carry. So Laughlin, with his 6th carry of the game, for 10 yards so far, brings up a 3rd down and 18. Right out to the far side and to the near side. Backs are divided behind Russell. There's the snap. First handoff. Right up the middle. Big yardage this time. Ball goes flying, still on his feet. There's Claudio Torres, and he takes it all the way across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Still short of the first down yardage, but let's check the flag. Thrown right into the middle of the fray. That could negate this whole play, and I think it's a holding call against Larkin. Yeah. Defensive holding, which will be added on to the carry
first down,
by Torres. And it's going to make that a real costly
I don't think they've got any other ones.
So he went from the 18 to the 42. Quick mathematics. 24 on that one. And this becomes their first down of the game as the penalty carries him into Larkin territory to the 47-yard line. Backs divided behind the quarterback. Little early movement, no flag. Fires it incomplete on the flat as Richardson turned in and the pass went out. And again, the passing woes of Jay Russell continue. He has not been able to connect on a pass yet. 35 seconds left in the first half. Larkin on top, 35-0, being very inhospitable hosts. And Jay Russell will probably have to try to go to the air again, although the running game is starting to get a little bit of success.
9-3-1-9 is the winner.
Oh, they already had the draw.
Richardson comes wide to the near side. Tracking him, Fernando Garcia is the cornerback. Backs in an eye behind the quarterback. There's the snap. Russell back to pass off the play action. Miquelon didn't buy it. It's a screen that's set up. Laughlin.
Yeah.
Knocked down from behind. As that time, Eric Miquelon didn't buy it. He went after
Well, we didn't come early enough for those.
Tom had slipped into the backfield, and they had Laughlin for the loss. So they're going to lose 3 yards on the completed Belgian 741 6400. There are going to be some kids that are going to need that after this game. Russell on the play action hands it off. Inside hand off to Torres, and he breaks into the secondary all the way down to the Larkin 28-yard line. So a big carry that time. Give him 24 yards on the carry. And Torres so far has been the only ball carrier to really give him season for Larkin. Wideouts come for East Aurora now. Sacita wide to the far side, Richardson to the near side. Backs divided behind the quarterback. Russell, back to pass. Straight drop back, now he's rolling. Under pressure.
All right. Way to play, D.
harrowing game, but I think we have another season for some kids that are really seasoned. We have some kids coming back here, and talk to me a little bit about what this Larkin team's going to be like this year. You know, last year we were down the road there. A lot of playing time. This year, we've got 14 kids back that started from one time or another during the season last year. By sophomores up, we've got veterans and squares here, a big part of the ball guns. Again, we're very senior going to most of the later. But I think that experience is going to be helpful for us. Again, like I said, starting out this year, last year, through our first 4 games were Lake Park, the Bonds in St. Charles. And when you're looking for experience, that's a heck of a way to start. You know, so we think you have to baptize by fire. And it'll prove beneficial later in the year. The kids played real well down the stretch. You know, we had West Aurora on the ropes, and we would have won that game. We found out later at 6-3, we still wouldn't have had the playoff points. But, you know, the fact is that they had given us very little credit at the beginning of the year, and the kids showed a lot of heart and really worked hard. We talked about building a whole program and how important that year was in the transition. The kids did a great job. You've got kids coming back with experience. You talk about Allen, all some of these kids that have played on the line last year, and you mentioned a number of names. One big name, Teddy Johnson, comes in. He had a quarterback that really could win the ball from last year. This year it's a little bit of a question mark. Well, another thing I'll saw with that, you know, Damon had a great arm, he threw the ball. Damon unfortunately zeroed in on Teddy last year. As far as a receiver, that was about our only weapon. This year, I think to help Teddy out, going to take a lot of pressure off with junior tight end Justin Byers, 6'4", 225. Justin's got great aim. That's going to take some pressure off Teddy. We've got 2 kids together wide out. Chad Garland and Prince Simpson, who has been doing a nice job catching the ball. So I tell you right now, if they want to double Teddy, and they want to, like they did last year, put some of these wild coverages on him, we're welcome. Because we've got kids on the field on the other side, and we're real happy with our running backs this year. So we won't have to lean on Teddy so much as we did last year. Sometimes it's big down. But Joel Castillo does come in as a junior quarterback, and he's a smart kid. And I think you have the ability then for him to recognize the defense and see what he can do with that. But again, it comes under the pressure type of situation. They're young kids, and they have ready to rock and roll. Let's see who else. Aaron Hallard's up in front. A couple other guys as they're waiting the kickoff from East Aurora. There's the run-up and the kick. It's a bouncer that's going to be fielded on the bounce. The far side by Terrance Kennedy at the 30-yard line. Still on his feet at the 40. Spun down. And he's knocked down. He broke the first tackle pass up to the 45-yard line of the Royals, where Larkin will take over first and 10. Let's see if they spot it at the 45 or just maybe a hair over that. Now we're going to put it smack dab right on the 45-yard line. So Larkin will have their first possession of the second half from their own 45-yard line. Up a nice return by Terrance Kennedy up a kick that really did not make it very far down there. Castillo opens up at sophomore quarterback to start the second half. There's a pitch a little bit behind Webber, and he's going to pay for it as he had to take a little step back, and he got to the 43-yard line before he snowed under that time, really breaking in Junior Cordona, breaking into the backfield, and Webber's going to be hit with a 2-yard loss on the carry. And one of the first plays for Larkin that really hasn't clicked. That time the pitch was a little bit behind him. So Castillo sends the crew out. He's got Johnson wide. He's got a man in the slot. There's a pitch near side to Kennedy. See if he gets a block. Turns it inside, and he couldn't get the block. Maybe he gets a yard back before he's finally tackled. Let's see who made the stop for East Aurora. It was Claudio Torres who makes the stop. And he gets about a yard back. So it's going to bring up a third and make it a long 10. As Johnson comes wide, Bartlett goes in the slot. Check that, that's Simpson in the slot. Backs in a broken eye. Handoff, deep handoff to Kennedy, fools nobody as he is able to struggle up to the 45-yard line before he's tripped up in the backfield by
first punt so far.
And it's going to bring up a 4th and 10, a first-time punting situation for Larkin tonight. So we're going to see Jason Thompson, for the first time, a 6-foot, 165-pound junior, come onto the field to punt to East Aurora. Laughlin is back to receive the kick along with Eric Maniel in twin formation, both standing inside their own 25-yard line. Thompson calling. There's a snap. It's a good snap. Good blocking. Gets the kick away. A nice kick. Floating down to Laughlin at the 23-yard line. Heads right up the middle of the field. He's got some blocking. Tries to break a tackle. Can't break it on the far side. As a nice arm tackle was wrapped up by Matt Palm as he finally was able to drag him down. East Aurora with good field position to start their call for the second half. They'll be just across their 35 to the 36-yard line off the return of the punt by Jason Thompson. So far, the only punt of the game for Larkin. Jay Russell will bring the team out. I presume he's on the field. He is the one that's at quarterback, and he's going to have Cecita and Carlos as his wide receivers. And I think, let's take a look at the running backs. We might have a change back there. There's the snap, the handoff, deep to Torres. Torres turns the corner. He's got the 40, 45, up to midfield, still on his feet in the Larkin territory. That's out of bounds at the 39-yard line by Casey Cluxtall, who came across to make the tackle. And had he not been able to do it, Fernando Garcia was right there to do it. But a big gain for East Aurora as Torres is able to just blast it around this corner. He's able to pick his way, and a big carry. First and 10 for East Aurora. In an I formation comes East Aurora. Splits out of the I. Torres gets the hand up on the inside. He's got a little bit of running room, keeps those feet driving. He crosses the 35 inside the 34-yard line. As he was hit as soon as he got the ball, they kept the legs driving, and he carried Brian Smith, who was finally able to make the stop. Give him a gain of a good 5, maybe 6 on the carry, and all of a sudden Torres is the workhorse for East Aurora. First and 10 for East Aurora at the Larkin 34-yard line. Check that, second and 5, I'm sorry, second and 5 from the Larkin. Russell with the call. And movement by his guard, Cheeto Corral, just started. You could see it was going to be a running play as he started to go right up ahead, and that's going to be a penalty that, see how costly that will be to East Aurora. Be the third time they've been penalized. Oh, they're calling it against Larkin, which has got people very confused. As Corral was the one that got up out of the stance and made the hit. Okay, that's why they're down there on the field, I guess. And that's going to be enough for a first down. So we guess we were right. It was 5 yards, a little more than 5 yards. And a gift for East Aurora. Wideouts to either side. First and 10 for Jay Russell. There's the snap. Handoff to Larkin. Nowhere. Right at the 30-yard line. Nicolon hit him. Long with Smith. Let's see who else got in. Luzinski. All to stop him for a gain of mail. They're going to say it about a 1-yard loss to Laughlin. It's going to bring up a second and 11 for East Aurora. This is where their second quality scoring opportunity. They couldn't cash in the scoring opportunity in the first half, so they're going to try it here. Larkin on top, 35-0. Wideouts to either side, split backs behind Russell. And this time Corral gets up, and a flag is called. It's the same situation almost as last time. He was going to be pulling that time. And this time a legal procedure called against East Aurora, and it is called against East Aurora. Okay, wideouts to either side. Russell, long call, 3-step drop, looking to throw it to Richardson, launches it up in the air, in and out of Richardson's hands, at the 16-yard line, but Richardson had gone out of bounds before that ball had actually gotten to him, and had he caught the ball, I don't believe it would have been completed, because he had actually taken that step out of bounds right about the 23-yard line. 3rd down and 16, as Russell now has now 2 for 10 for -3 yardage. This time he sends Conrad Armstrong, a new wide receiver, into the game to the far side. Richardson to the near side. Backs divided, hands off to Torres. Torres taking off around the right side, gets a block, gets around the right side. He's got running room, he's close to a 1st down mark as he's able to carry it very close to where the sticks are. I think he's going to, let's see for the mark. Is it a left or a right foot? 1st down for Torres as he's able to pick up the 16 yards that he needed. Let's see, no, check that out. They're not going to give it to him. At first they said move the chains forward, then they said no. So give him 1 yard short of that. So it's going to be 4th down and 1. And it wasn't the left foot, it was the right foot that marked it. So they've got about a yard, maybe a little less than a yard. Backs are divided behind the quarterback. They shift to an I. Russell, hands off, 1st man through. It's Cardona, and it's going to be close. It's going to be close. As Palm was the first one to hit him, along with Lucas.
All right, Larkin defense. Way to stop him dead.
And Easter Roar's going to turn the ball over on downs. Larkin will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Good defensive stand that time by the Royals as both Palm and Payne hit Cardona first as he took it right over the right guard and really had nowhere to go. No forward movement from the line whatsoever. So the Royals are able to really dodge the first bullet. And a timeout's going to be taken by Easter Roar as they're trying to make sure they had enough people. Changes in the offensive set for the Royals as Castillo brings the team up to the line of scrimmage. Kennedy and Webber in the backfield. Hand off to Kennedy. He's got a nice hole on the left side. He breaks into the secondary. Kennedy on the run. He's up to the 40.
All right.
At the 40.
All right, good run.
Kennedy Smith for the carry.
First and 10 for the Royals inside Tomcat territory at the 49.
Cardona is going to be 2nd and a short 2. Okay, Johnson goes to the wide side, Sips into the near side. Webber and Kennedy in the backfield to steal. Yelling out signals to both sides. Back to pass. He's going to throw long for Johnson, leading the ball to the outside shoulder. Complete.
Yeah, good pass.
Inside the 20-yard line, got close to the 15-yard line as he led him over the outside shoulder where there's no way the defender who had fallen a little bit behind Johnson could have gotten to it. So, 35-0. And Castillo connects on his 2nd pass, this time again to Johnson. And that's good. Well, let's check this out. 1st and 10 for Larkin at the 14-yard line. Backs divided behind the quarterback. Handoff goes to Webber.
Go, yeah.
Inside the 5. Gonna mark it right near 1st down yardage.
Going on the stop.
He's gonna bring up
second down and less than a yard.
Piece of paper.
Second and 1. 5-yard run.
Webber's so quick getting through the hole. Just get a minute crack if he's gone. This time a full house backfield. Smith is the up man. There's the snap. Hand off to Smith. He's got first down yardage. He's driving inside the 3. Delgado corrals it along with 2 other white shirts and drives him back. But Brian Smith got the first down yardage and more as he carried down to about the 3-yard line. 3:06 and a running clock in the third quarter. Larkin on top, 35-0. Johnson comes out of the game. Myers tight to the near side. Dan Bacino into the game. This time Castillo on a broken play as Kennedy broke to the outside. I think Castillo thought somebody should have been inside. He wasn't, and Castillo has to eat the ball back at the 10-yard line. Now 9-yard line, they're going to mark it. So he's going to lose some yardage on that. As somehow or another, somebody was not where they were supposed to be. So mark it at the 9-yard line. It's going to be second down and goal from the 9. Johnson comes out wide to the near side. Simpson's going to be in the slot to the near side. Byer is tight to the far side. Kennedy and Smith, the backs, back to pass. Castillo, 3-step drop, trying to throw over the middle, incomplete for Justin Byer as they tried to just work a time pattern. So Castillo comes up empty on that. It's going to bring up third and goal from the 9-yard line. They tried to just release Byer from the tight end right over the middle on a 3-step timing pattern. And Castillo actually threw that off his back foot, lofted it up there, and Byer could not quite get the ball. Unfortunately, nobody from the Tomcats could intercept. Simpson goes to the wide side, Johnson to the near side. Smith and Kennedy in the backfield. Back to pass, 2-step drop.
What a rout.
Teddy Johnson comes down with the ball. Touchdown pass by Joel Castillo. Johnson with his 3rd touchdown of the game. Larkin shifts into the kicking game. There's the snap, the kick by Allison. It's good. And Larkin leads 32-0 with a big 50. Wants to play in the third quarter. Everything going Larkin's way. We'll be back after this 30-second break. Well, Teddy Johnson's going to kick off, too. What else doesn't he do? Down at the near side. Torres is tying his shoe. They stopped to let him tie his shoe. There's a kick. It's a driving kick that bounces into the end zone. It's going to be an automatic touchback as Claudio Torres saw the ball bounce at about the 10-yard line. Bounce again at the 5, and it looked like it was going to go into the end zone. He gave up on it and let it bounce into the end zone. So East Aurora will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line with a minute 50 left to play in the third quarter. Larkin on top, 42-0 over East Aurora, having everything their own way from early in the game, from the first East Aurora possession when they went on a 4th and 8 and failed to convert, and Larkin came right back to score on a touchdown run by Vince Webber. East Aurora comes out of the huddle. Jay Barker is still at quarterback. No changes in the wide receivers or the back. There's the pitch. Back to McGowan, trying to turn the right corner. A lot of blue there as he gets up to the line of scrimmage, and pretty soon, I'll tell you, it looks like 7 or 8 Larkin Royals there to stop him. The first was to get a palm along with Smith and Nicolon. And I don't know if Reggie McGowan got any yardage at all. They're going to give him a yard on the carry. And that's a charitable yard, if you would. It's only the second yard for Reggie McGowan in the game tonight. They're not real happy with McGowan this year at East Aurora because he did not participate in a lot of the summer work that a lot of the other players had. Cicito goes wide to the right side. Richardson wide to the near side. Backs divided behind Russell. J. Russell. Pitches it back. It's fumbled as Cardona went for the ball, and it was dropped in, and Nicolon
all right.
That palm came down with the ball. And that palm was the guy that came down with the ball. There's a pitch to McGowan. It failed. And all of a sudden, the Royals come back with the ball.
Well, we're doing everything right tonight.
And Larkin's going to take over again at the East Aurora 19-yard line. And Larkin leading 42-0. Let's see what the Royals do. Castillo comes bringing the team out. He's got wide out to either side. Backs divided behind the quarterback. Castillo back to pass. He's throwing to Chad Bartlett about the 1-yard line. The pass just broken out at the goal line. It looks like by Nate Nagy, who leaped right in front of that ball at the last second, knocking the ball away. Otherwise, Chad Bartlett would have had a score. We've got wide out to either side now as quarterback brings the team up. Castillo. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third quarter. I think we're going to see a lot of fresh people in the game this fourth quarter. Team 10 on your radio dial. Wide out to either side. Johnson comes to the near side. Backs divided behind quarterback Joe Castillo. Deep handoff to Kennedy. He's got a little bit of a hole that closes down quickly as he tried on the right side. Patterson makes the stop. Kennedy drives the ball down to about the 15-yard line, so give him about 3, maybe 4 on the carry. Bringing up a third and short 7.
I didn't hear the horn at all either that time.
By East Aurora with, check that, that's the end of the third quarter. Larkin is going to be facing the 3rd and 7 for the East Aurora 15-yard line as he starts the fourth quarter. We'll take this 30 seconds. Goes wide to the far side of the field. Danny Bacino comes wide to the near side. The backs are split behind the quarterback. There's a tip back.
All right, he locked it. Yeah.
Oh, boy. We did have a change in the backfield as Dennis Hicks comes in. And Hicks takes his first carry, 15 yards for a touchdown. No flags on the field. Dennis Hicks. Larkin fakes the run, breaks out of that. Sets into the kick mode. Matt Allison to attempt a kick out of the hole by Teddy Johnson. There's a snap, high snap. The ball is down. The kick gets up and it's good. And Larkin takes a 49-0 lead over East Aurora in a drive that started for the Royals at the East Aurora 20. Johnson set to kick off. There's the run. Takes about a 3-step drop, and he drills that ball deep down to the 15-yard line. Larkin catches it on the fly. Spins away, still on his feet up to the 25, the 26-yard line before he finally goes down. In on the stop for the Royals was Hicks, who just scored the touchdown.
Gabe Smith.
Looks like along with Gabe Smith. So East Aurora will come out now. 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Let's see if there are any changes in the Tomcat lineup. Yes, we're going to have a new quarterback. New quarterback in the game for East Aurora is Chris Bruckner. Brings the team out, sends wideouts to either side. Bruckner looks over the defense. Calling the signals. There's a snap. He pitches it back to Torres, trying to turn the corner. Nice job of warding off the block that time. Real nice job of warding off the block by the Royals as Gabe Smith just took his man on, drove him to the outside, and Cordona is really able to gain maybe a long 1 yard. Swing up second and make it a short 9, a long 8. Chris Bruckner in the game at quarterback. He's got a wide out to the near side. Is Sosita. Bruckner takes the pitch, hands it to the backfield, and boy, going nowhere is Al Rothman. Let's check if he held on to the ball. I'm not even sure he held on to the ball. And he didn't.
Holy cow.
He fumbled the ball, and it looks like Jamie Lazinski recovered.
What's the record for most points scored by Larkin?
54. We get another touchdown, we break the school record.
What was that?
Jamie Lazinski, the sophomore, recovers the
We scored 54, that's our school record.
At the East Aurora 26-yard
Played DeKalb in 1991.
Left to play in the game. And if things can't get any worse, they just seem to every play. Larkin calls timeout as they're trying to get the people in for the new play, and I think Joel Castillo may have seen his 26-yard line. Casey Cluckstall is the new quarterback. Hands it back to Hicks. Big hole over the right side. Hicks into the secondary. Still spinning down inside the 10. Close to the 5-yard line before he was finally put down. Nice 20-yard run by Hicks, who's got 2 carries now for 35 yards as he trots off the field. In the backfield, you've got Jamie Lazinski along with Alex Bickley. Handoff goes to Lazinski, but we've got flags down and the officials stop play. And let's check the penalty. Illegal procedure against the Royals, so Larkin will be backed up 5 yards. We have new Royals in the game. Offensively, it's like Bruce Rux is in at center. Or check that, he's not at center, he's at left guard. Back handoff by Cluckstall goes right in the middle to Mickley, and Mickley gets the, I think he's got the 5 yards back as he drives to about the 5-yard line. Ball being marked right at the 5-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 5, 2nd and goal from the 5, 8:49 on a running clock. Craig Pfluger over center. as Clutchdall brings the team up. Royal running off the field, now one too many. Clutchdall calling signals. Hands off to Mickley, trying to turn the corner.
All right, that's the school record. That's a school record.
A 5'8" junior scores the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, which puts the Royals over the half-century mark. 6. Royals, are they going to shift out of it or not? Shift out of the, and we're going to have a new kicker. Marcus Anderson to attempt the kick. The ball's down, the kick, soccer-style kick is up, and it is good. So Marcus Anderson adds the extra point. And Larkin takes a lead of 56-0 over East Aurora in a game that still has 8:26 left to been broken tentatively right now. Johnson to kick off. A low kick bounces at the 25-yard line, picked up by Torres inside his own 20, cuts to the middle of the field, slips on the turf at the 20 and falls up to the 21-yard line. Going over to make the tap stop was Andy Meyer to make sure he was down, but 1st and 10 for East Aurora at their own 21-yard line. 8:21 left to play in the game. And let's see if Bruckner remains the quarterback for East Aurora. Yes, he brings the team out. We'll check the running backs in just a second. The defense for Larkin has been changed, as has been the offense. Not everybody. We got a number of players that are still going, and we'll try to give you some folks that are seeing some new time tonight. Bruckner brings the team up to the line of scrimmage. He's got Torres and Laughlin in the backfield. There's a snap. Deep back play action pass, and Bruckner throws it incomplete as he's looking for Bruckner up at the 35-yard line to send him up on a straight up pattern, and it falls incomplete. So throwing the ball has not been a real strong suit of East Aurora tonight. So Bruckner comes in and he shows he's short on his first attempt. Brings the team up again, divides the backs. There's the snap. Hands it off near side. Breaking to the back to the secondary is Laughlin. It's a good carry. Gets the first down all the way up to the 37-yard line. So 15 yards on the carry. Torres brings up 1st and 10 from the Larkin 38-yard line with 7:34 on a running clock. Chris Bruckner is at quarterback for East Aurora. Sacita goes to the far side. And he's got Richardson wide to the near side. Split backs. Little quick movement by Cardona. Gets the handoff. Into the secondary he goes. He slips as he falls into Larkin territory. I thought I saw him move right before the snap. And that might be why he hit the hole so hard. To give him a gain of another close to 15 yards. And mark it at the Larkin 47-yard line. First down for East Aurora. 6:59 left to play in the game. Larkin on top, 56-0. Wideouts. Either side, Miller goes to the far side. To the near side comes Oscar Carlos. Back to pass Bruckner. Throwing over the middle. Is it complete or not? Incomplete as he was looking for his tight end, Nate Nagy, who had one hand on the ball, came dangerously close to catching that ball, close to first down territory. So Bruckner comes up short on his second pass. Stops the clock with 6:42 left to play. Larkin on top, 56-0. Sophomores won their first game tonight, 13-6. Right off to the far side. Torres and Laughlin one in the backfield behind Chris Bruckner, the quarterback, second-string quarterback. And on the move is the new guy into the game. Let's see, there's a flag on the far side. Bruckner fires, it's complete, but it's all going to be for naught as the pass was completed to the guy who actually moved first. Carlos on the far side, and the flag flies over there too. So we've got two flags, two different flags in two different positions. One's going to be a false start against East Aurora, but let's see what the other one's going to be. And they're talking about that one. Holding the ball at the 33-yard line. That'll probably be, let's see if that'll be waved away. Illegal shift by East Aurora. Personal foul against Larkin. So they'll mark off both penalties. Problem is the personal foul against the Larkin Royals is a much heavier foul. They mark off the 5 against East Aurora. Now they mark off 15 against Larkin. And that will be enough for a first down. Just enough for a first down. That will be something that Dale Shaver, looking at the tapes, will not be happy about. 6:26 on a running clock. Larkin with a huge 56-0 lead over East Aurora. Long bus ride home. Bruckner brings the team up. He's got a man in the slot on the far side. Calling signals. Hands off, first man through. Torres finds that blocked up, tries to go another way and nowhere to go. As he's hit first by Brian Smith, wrapped up by Andy Meyer, and there was nowhere for Torres to go. As he tried to hit the hole that was there, that had closed up immediately, and nothing. Second down and 10. Clock continues to run at 5:45 left to go in this one. Larkin with his largest margin they've ever had in a game, already setting one record for most PATs in a game. Plus another record of most points scored by Larkin in a game. Bruckner brings the team up to the line of scrimmage, has wideouts to either side. Back to pass, play action, looking, throwing the ball, fires it behind Junior Cardona, who was open at about the 17-yard line. Couldn't get it corralled as he had to turn around for the ball. But he was open that time, and had he been able to catch that ball in stride, that might have dangerously imperiled the shutout, which I think is the only major concern for Larkin right now. Second down, third down, and 10 for East Aurora. From the 36-yard line, right out to either side for Bruckner. He's got two players in the backfield. Bruckner on the call. Hands it off near side. Moffitt turning the corner. He's got some running room. He's into the secondary, down to the 20. He's got a first down and a little bit more as he's able to just put his head down and bury right into Bruce Rux, who was able to finally corral him, but not until he got to the 20-yard line. Stops the clock with 4:59 while they move the chains. Now they restart it. First and 10 for East Aurora. Wideouts to either side. Coming to the near side is Armstrong. Isaac Richardson to the far side. Play action pass. Bruckner throwing to the far side, firing into the end zone. In and out of the hands of Isaac Richardson. And I think part of the way he didn't see it was because Bobby Ross had been back there with him and flashed right in front of that ball and may have tipped it just as the ball was coming down to Isaac Richardson. A legitimate shot for a touchdown there for East Aurora. Second down and 10 for the Tomcats. and 20-yard line. Armstrong goes wide to the far side. Sheep wide. Backs in an eye. Bruckner calling signals. Hands it off to the first man through, and nobody bought the fake. Nobody bought the fake. As the fullback that time carried right up the gut. And there is nothing there. Claudia Torres with nothing on the carry as he hit right into the middle of that Larkin line. And nothing happened. They didn't move it an inch. Third down at 10. 4 minutes left to play in this game. Stick around for the Union post-game show. Right out to either side. Oscar Carlos goes to the far side. Backs divided behind the quarterback, Chris Buckner. Back to pass he goes. He's going to roll. He slips. He's in a lot of trouble. Gage Smith came in from the linebacker spot and just nailed him in the backfield as he slipped a little bit on what must be some kind of slippery turf out there. And as he slipped back, he lost his margin, and Smith took him down for the loss. Mark it for an 11-yard loss. It's going to bring up 4th and 21. And East Aurora's got to go for it. The ball's at the Larkin 30-yard line, 31-yard line, wide out to either side. Bruckner, play action, back to pass. Sets up the screen, Laughlin drops the ball. And had he caught it, the Royals had it all diagnosed anyway, so Bruckner misses on his 4th attempt. And East Aurora cannot convert on the 4th down, and Larkin will get the ball back with 2:48 left to go.
Pretty much preserves the shutout.
To mercifully end this one. Brings the team up to the line. Right out to either side. Handoff, deep handoff, goes to Mickley. Tries the near side, and he's got some yardage. He's got about 5 yards as he struggled for more before he was finally brought down by a couple Tomcats. But Mickley had a nice surge off the left side of the offensive line, and that allowed him to get the 5 yards that he got. So Mickley gets into the hunt. We're here with some yardage. 10 yards for Mickley in 2 carries. Buckstall brings the team out. There's the snap. Hand off to Hicks. Hicks trying the right side. He's got some running room into the secondary just about as he gets first down yardage, but let's check a flag. It's lying right at the 40-yard line. Flip against Larkin, so knock off the yardage that Hicks got and march it back. Stop. Clock running with 1:53 left to play. Hand off to the first man through, that's Hicks. Or check that, that's not
all right.
It's Smith who's close to first down yardage as he burst into the secondary, and I think if they mark him where the ball is, he's got the first down. Check that, it's not Smith. It was Jamie Lazinski on the carry.
To Armstrong on the stop.
So Lazinski with a nice carry of 18 yards. Check that, make it 17 yards, so they didn't give him the first down. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 short yard. Buckstall brings the team up to the line of scrimmage. Backs divided. Buckstall keeps it himself. He's got the first down and more. Still on his feet at midfield into East Aurora territory. Tries to break a tackle and falls down at the 40-yard line. So he's able to burst all the way for close to 20 yards. 21 yards by marking it at the 20-yard line. And the first down as the clock continues to run with 47 seconds left. 37 seconds left to play. Remind you, the Yankees post-game show immediately following this. Puckstall brings the team up to the line of scrimmage. He's got wideouts either side. Looks like the Royals are simply going to down the ball now. And Puckstall goes down to one knee for 22 seconds, and I think that should be enough. I don't think that anybody's going to want to stop this clock, including the officials. And they don't have to run another play, and the Royals are being cautioned, do not go on the field, do not do anything, as the Royals are just going to stay in the huddle. 3, 2, 1, boom. Larkin wins the game 56-0. Final score over East Aurora. And mercifully, this game ends. Number of records for Larkin. Biggest margin, biggest score, most PATs in a row there, as Larkin is able to come off with a 56-0 opening win over East Aurora to avenge last season's close victory down at Roy E. Davis Field, and to really get this season open on a big mark. And I'll tell you, that's going to send some marks throughout the Upstate 8 now, as some people are going to look at what this Larkin running attack can do. And I think it's answered a couple questions about Joel Castillo. We'll be back with some statistics of this game after this timeout.
Put in a high day's work, and now you have 4 hungry mouths. 697-0288. How about an 8-piece strip back chicken dinner? Under $3 per person. Jamie's 697-0288. Jamie's famous chicken and rib dinner with mashed potatoes and gravy, coleslaw and biscuits. Under $5.25 per person. Jamie's 697-0288.
Well, the final score, Larkin wins this one 56-0 over East Aurora in a game that was really over, if you would, by midway through the first quarter, as Larkin was just able to quickly get on the board. East Aurora came off with the opening kickoff, moved the ball nowhere, and their first 3 downs were faced with a 4th and 8. The Tomcats went for it, tried a punter pass, which failed, and there was a penalty that was called anyway for ineligible receiver. And all of a sudden, Larkin had the ball right at the East Aurora 20. It took but 2 plays, and Vince Webber then burst over from 13 yards out, going right around the right end. Matt Allison added the first of his 7 kicks of the night, and Larkin led 7-0. Another drive, the second drive for Larkin started from their own 49-yard line, and Vince Webber this time a 17-yard run around the right end, and the Matt Allison kick made it 14-0. The 4th possession by East Aurora. Check that, was it the 4th or the 3rd? 1, 2, 3. It was the 4th possession by East Aurora. They were forced to punt.